Did you know that the way you parent could have a long-lasting impact on your child's future? Studies show that 75% of a child's success in life comes from their emotional intelligence, which is shaped by parenting. Shocking, right? And it doesn't stop there. Children raised with certain parenting styles are more likely to struggle with anxiety, low self-esteem, or even depression. But here's the good news: you have the power to change that. In this video, we're diving into 6 different parenting styles and how each one affects your child's growth. From the loving, hands-off lighthouse parent to the strict and structured zookeeper, you'll discover how to build a stronger bond with your kids, boost their confidence, and set them up for success. So, which type of parent are you? And what can you do today to give your child the best chance in life? Stay tuned, and let's find out together. Chapter 1. The Lighthouse Parent. Guiding without controlling. Lighthouse parents are like steady beacons of support, guiding their children without pushing them. Instead of telling kids exactly what to do, they create a safe space for them to grow and make decisions. Research shows that this hands-off approach encourages children to become more independent and self-reliant. A 2016 study published in Developmental Psychology found that children raised with more autonomy reported higher levels of self-esteem and resilience. These kids were also better at solving problems on their own. Rather than being micromanaged, they learned how to make decisions from a place of confidence. Lighthouse parents don't hover. They trust their kids to figure things out, while still being there for guidance when needed. This style is all about being emotionally available without stepping in too much. A key strategy is knowing when to step back and let the child face natural consequences. It's not about avoiding struggle, but helping the child navigate it. One strategy here is asking open-ended questions like, "What do you think would happen if you tried it this way?" This encourages kids to think critically and develop problem-solving skills. Another tip is allowing children to experience failure in a safe environment. While it can be hard, failure is an essential part of learning. Kids raised in this way are often more resilient. They understand that making mistakes doesn't mean they're failures, it's part of the process. For example, a child who drops their ice cream might be encouraged to clean up the mess and find another way to enjoy their treat, instead of being rescued by an adult. However, being a lighthouse parent doesn't mean completely stepping back. Active listening is essential. This means you're present and engaged, but not pushing. Offering emotional support and affirming your child's feelings can provide the reassurance they need. A unique benefit of this style is that children raised by lighthouse parents tend to be more socially competent. They learn to navigate relationships by making decisions on their own, which strengthens their social and emotional intelligence. Research supports this. Independent children are more likely to be successful in their careers later in life. Lighthouse parents also emphasize the importance of self-care. They model healthy habits, such as making time for hobbies or relaxation. This helps children understand that taking care of themselves is just as important as achieving success. In the end, this approach sets the foundation for children to grow into independent, confident adults. They are equipped with the skills to tackle life's challenges, knowing they have the tools to succeed. Chapter 2. The Helicopter Parent. Hovering or helping. Helicopter parents are known for their constant involvement in their children's lives. While they want the best for their kids, their constant hovering can have unexpected consequences. This parenting style often stems from a desire to protect children from every possible risk. But sometimes, this overprotection can backfire. Research published in the Journal of Youth and Adolescence found that children of helicopter parents tend to experience higher levels of anxiety. They struggle to handle challenges on their own and might even develop a fear of failure. Why? Because they haven't been allowed to fail or figure things out for themselves. Helicopter parents swoop in to fix problems before their children even have a chance to try. One strategy to ease up on hovering is encouraging children to take on challenges without stepping in right away. For example, if your child is struggling with a school project, offer guidance but let them figure out the details. A good rule of thumb is to be a resource, not the solution. By letting children experience difficulties, you're teaching them resilience and problem-solving skills. Instead of doing everything for them, try offering encouragement. You could say, "I know you can handle this," or, "What's your plan to get started?" These words give children the confidence to take action. This approach builds their self-efficacy, the belief that they can achieve their goals. Another key strategy for helicopter parents is to trust your child's abilities. Children are more capable than we often give them credit for. According to the American Psychological Association, when parents allow children to make their own decisions, they tend to perform better academically and socially. While it's hard to see your child struggle, the truth is that overcoming obstacles builds character. Helicopter parents might try to shield their children from stress, but life is full of challenges. By stepping back, you give your child the chance to learn how to cope. A unique fact to consider is that many successful adults attribute their success to having faced challenges as children. For example, business leaders often share stories about overcoming obstacles, and these experiences shape their work ethic. Children who face setbacks, under the right guidance, often learn perseverance and resilience, traits that are critical for success. Helicopter parenting also makes it harder for children to develop their own identity. When parents are constantly involved, kids may struggle to know where their own personality begins and their parents' influence ends. It's important to find the balance between support and independence. In the long run, helicopter parents might unintentionally stunt their child's growth. While they may have good intentions, the over-involvement can lead to issues like anxiety, poor coping skills, and a lack of independence. The key to this style is learning to trust your child's abilities and let them experience life, both the successes and the failures. Chapter 3. The Candle Parent. Burning bright, but fragile candle parents are filled with passion and energy, but their approach can be inconsistent. One moment they are glowing with warmth and excitement, and the next, they might burn out or become emotionally overwhelmed. This style is often characterized by emotional highs and lows, which can have both positive and negative effects on children. A study from the Journal of Family Psychology found that emotional unpredictability can affect a child's emotional regulation. Kids might feel unsettled or uncertain about how to react to their parents' fluctuating moods. When emotions are too intense or inconsistent, it can be hard for children to develop healthy coping strategies. However, candle parents are often deeply involved in their children's lives. They care deeply about their well-being and are enthusiastic supporters. The key is to channel that passion into positive, consistent energy. A strategy here is to manage your own emotional well-being so that your child feels secure and supported. Another important aspect of this parenting style is showing empathy. Candle parents are typically highly empathetic and attuned to their children's feelings. This can help kids feel understood, which builds trust. A quote from Dr. John Gottman, an expert in parenting, highlights this. Emotional attunement between parent and child is the foundation for a secure relationship. One strategy for candle parents is to set clear boundaries. While being emotionally available, it's important to stay grounded. By having consistent rules, children will know what's expected of them, even if emotions are running high. A unique aspect of candle parenting is its focus on creativity and passion. Children raised in this way often become highly creative individuals because they are encouraged to express themselves emotionally. This can lead to great emotional intelligence and a strong sense of individuality. However, it's important for candle parents to find balance. Emotional intensity can be overwhelming for kids if it's not managed. Candle parents may need to practice mindfulness or other calming techniques to prevent burnout. Studies show that children with emotionally balanced parents are better at handling stress themselves. Ultimately, candle parenting is about finding a balance between emotional expression and consistency. While it can be a challenging style, it can also be incredibly rewarding when done with awareness and care. When candle parents learn to manage their emotions, they can create an environment of support, creativity, and growth for their children. If you're enjoying these insights, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got more amazing strategies coming your way. Chapter 4. The Zookeeper Parent. Structure, discipline, and balance. Zookeeper parents are the masters of creating order and structure. They set clear rules and expectations, ensuring their children follow a disciplined routine. This style focuses on creating a sense of safety through rules and boundaries. But while structure is important, too much can lead to rigidity. A study published in the Journal of Applied Developmental Psychology found that children raised with clear rules and discipline tend to perform well academically. They are often respectful, responsible, and reliable. However, if the rules become too strict, children may feel stifled and unable to express themselves freely. One strategy for Zookeeper parents is to create clear, consistent rules while also leaving room for flexibility. For example, if a child is expected to complete their homework every evening, allow them some flexibility on when and how they do it. The goal is to offer structure without being overly controlling. Zookeeper parents often use positive reinforcement to encourage good behavior. This means rewarding children when they follow the rules, which strengthens their sense of accomplishment and motivation. But there's a fine line between praise and perfectionism. Too much praise can lead to a child who feels the need to always be perfect, which can cause anxiety. An effective strategy is balancing discipline with affection. According to the American Journal of Family Therapy, children raised with both structure and warmth tend to be more emotionally secure and better at managing stress. Providing consistent love and support helps children feel safe, even when facing the consequences of their actions. Zookeeper parents also emphasize responsibility. By giving children age-appropriate chores or tasks, they learn important life skills, such as time management and teamwork. For example, a child might be responsible for making their bed every morning. These small tasks help build confidence and self-reliance. However, Zookeeper parents must avoid being overly strict. Research from the University of Michigan found that highly controlling parenting can lead to children who are less creative and more likely to experience stress. So, while it's important to maintain rules, it's equally important to give children the space to make mistakes. Ultimately, the goal of Zookeeper parenting is to strike a balance between order and freedom. The key is providing enough structure to foster good behavior while also allowing for independence and self-expression. When done well, this approach helps children become disciplined, well-rounded individuals who thrive in both school and life. If you're loving the strategies so far, don't forget to subscribe so you can catch the final chapters and more parenting tips in the future. Chapter 5. The Compass Parent. Steering without stepping in. Compass parents are guides who help their children find their own path. Instead of telling them what to do, they offer advice and direction when needed, but ultimately let their children make their own decisions. This style is about setting boundaries while allowing children the freedom to navigate their own lives. Research from the Journal of Marriage and Family found that children raised by parents who offer guidance without control tend to be more independent and confident. They are also better at decision-making because they've had the chance to practice it on their own. Compass parents provide direction without taking away autonomy. One strategy is to focus on teaching problem-solving skills. Rather than solving problems for your child, ask questions that help them think critically. For example, if your child is struggling with a social issue, ask, "What do you think you could do to solve that?" This helps children develop confidence in their ability to solve problems on their own. Another effective approach is to model decision-making. Compass parents show their children how they make choices, whether it's choosing what to eat for dinner or how to solve a work issue. By demonstrating thoughtful decision-making, parents teach their children how to approach their own challenges in a measured, confident way. Compass parents also allow their children to experience the natural consequences of their choices. If a child decides to skip homework for a fun activity, a Compass parent might let them face the consequences of poor grades, but will still offer support and guidance afterward. This teaches children the value of their decisions and encourages responsibility. A unique fact about Compass parenting is that it fosters a growth mindset. According to Carol Dweck's research in Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, children who are encouraged to solve problems and face challenges on their own develop a growth mindset. This mindset helps them see failures as opportunities for learning and growth, rather than something to avoid. Compass parents also emphasize the importance of values, such as honesty and kindness. They might say things like, "It's important to treat others the way you want to be treated." These simple lessons stay with children, guiding their behavior as they grow older. A key strategy is to let children make mistakes, but also be there to offer support when necessary. This approach builds resilience and self-reliance. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that children who experience some failure learn to cope with adversity, which is an essential life skill. At the end of the day, Compass parenting helps children become confident, self-sufficient individuals who are able to handle life's challenges. By offering direction without micromanaging, Compass parents raise children who are prepared to take on the world with independence and resilience. Chapter 6. The Chameleon Parent. Adapting to your child's needs. Chameleon parents are incredibly adaptable, shifting their approach to meet the unique needs of their children. This parenting style is all about being flexible. What works for one child might not work for another. Chameleon parents are highly attuned to their children's emotional and developmental needs and adjust their parenting accordingly. Research from the Journal of Child Development shows that children benefit when parents are responsive to their changing needs. This flexibility helps children feel understood and supported, whether they need more structure, more independence, or a different form of emotional support. A key strategy for chameleon parents is being in tune with your child's emotional state. If your child is feeling anxious or upset, it may not be the time for strict rules or discipline. Instead, chameleon parents might offer comfort or space to help their child regain their emotional balance. This creates a sense of security and trust. Another approach is to recognize when your child needs more independence. If a child is ready to take on more responsibility, chameleon parents adjust their expectations and allow their child to make decisions. This helps children build confidence and learn from their experiences. Chameleon parents also focus on building emotional intelligence. They teach their children how to identify and express their feelings. A great strategy here is to model healthy emotional expression. For example, if a parent is feeling frustrated, they might say, "I'm feeling upset right now because I didn't get my work done on time." This teaches children that it's okay to feel emotions and how to handle them in a constructive way. Research has shown that children raised by responsive, flexible parents are more emotionally intelligent. These children tend to have better social skills and are more empathetic toward others. According to Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Travis Bradberry, emotional intelligence is a key predictor of success in both personal and professional life. Chameleon parents also know when to push their children and when to pull back. For example, if a child is struggling with schoolwork, a chameleon parent may decide to provide extra help or allow the child to take a break. The goal is to tailor the approach based on what the child needs at that moment. One unique aspect of chameleon parenting is that it allows for a high level of customization. Parents can adjust their strategies as their children grow, which helps maintain a strong connection over time. This adaptability ensures that each child feels valued and understood, regardless of their age or stage of development. Ultimately, the chameleon parent's goal is to foster a deep sense of security, emotional intelligence, and independence. By being flexible and responsive, chameleon parents raise well-rounded individuals who are capable of handling a wide range of situations. Thanks for sticking with me through these parenting styles. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more parenting insights and tips to help you raise confident, happy children.